Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter regarding networking, and that is network security concepts. Please note down network security constraints. It is a concept that is becoming more important every day because it is so vast and involved that we can only give an overview. Now, based on this network security concept, today first we would like to see some security protocols over internet. Now, in every layer, security must be a concern, important concern. Okay. Please note down network security, the formal definition. Network security is the process of physical and software preventive measures to protect the networking infrastructure from unauthorized access, malfunction, destruction, misuse, modification, improper disclosure, and thereby creating a secure platform for computers, users, and programmers to perform their permitted critical functions within a secure environment. So that is all about network security. Let us see what are the different types of network security. We have passive network threat. We have active network threats. We'll see them one by one. Network security threat types, passive network threats. In passive network threats, hacker does not draw any attention to the attack. Generally, while we are gathering data, we usually employ some sort of malware or hack that eavesdrops on system communication activities, such as wiretapping or keyboard scanner, something like that. Whereas active network threats are those threats that are often aggressive. Activities such as denial of services or DOS, denial of services or DOS attacks, viruses, worms, trojans, spam, malware are some of the example. Password crackers are some of the example of active cyber attacks. Okay, let us come to computer viruses. What do you mean by computer virus? Computer virus is a malicious software program loaded onto a user's computer without the user's knowledge and performs unwanted actions. Some common types of computer viruses are, please note down their names: resident virus, multipatite virus, direct action viruses, browser hijackers, overwrite viruses, web scripting viruses, file infector, network viruses, and boot sector viruses. Okay, these are different types of computer viruses you have to study. As the name suggests, their definitions are well understandable. For example, if you are talking about resident virus, it is a virus that resides in our RAM and may attack the antivirus software files also. Multipatite viruses are doing unauthorized action with the operating system, folders, and programs. This type of viruses infects the entire system. Direct action viruses are targets to a specific type of file type. Okay, for example, your operating system files or your memory files, something like that. Browser hijackers are very easily detected. This type of virus infects browsers and may infect your browsing history. Then we have overwrite viruses, which may overwrite your programs, files, or folders. Web scripting viruses are sneaky viruses, just disguise themselves in a website code. It will be automatically downloaded if you are visiting some malicious software sites. Then we have file infector, generally executable files or .exe, which can damage the file system when a user runs it. Network viruses comes from the network resources and may infect your shared resources. And the boot sector viruses, when activated, it can infect your system's master booting record, and it will be very harmful. Your system may gets damaged. Let us come to learn the ways to prevent from computer viruses. You can prevent from computer viruses if your system has a very updated antivirus software. Okay, so purchase a proper antivirus software and keep it up to date. Don't open those emails that are susceptible or may cause harms. You should scan your system regularly, you should browse safely, and you should download the files carefully. Let us come to some network security concept in which virus we have seen. Come to a computer worm. A computer worm is also a malicious self-replicating software. Listen, computer worm is a self-replicating software. This is the difference between virus and worm. Computer virus and computer worm. Computer viruses are not self-replicating, but computer worm is a malicious self-replicating software. It is also popularly termed as malware. Different types of computer worms are email worms, instant messaging worms, internet worms, IRC worms, and file sharing network worms. You can prevent your computer from computer worms by these ways. Softwares are vulnerable. So whenever you purchase software or install software, please don't forget to install the updates. Through phishing, you may vulnerable to computer worms. So very careful about phishing. What do you mean by phishing? Phishing are the way for hackers to spread worms. When you open any malicious email, you are vulnerable to phishing. Okay. Please invest in strong internet security software solution that may block computer worms. Next is Trojan horse. Trojan horse, or simply Trojan, is also a type of malicious code or software that looks legitimate but can take control of your computer. You never suspect a Trojan because it looks legitimate. Any important program or important software looks like that, but it is actually a malicious software, malicious code. It is designed to damage, disrupt, steal, or generally infect some other harmful action on data or your network. Examples of Trojan horses are, please note down the types of Trojan horses. We have backdoor Trojans, exploit Trojans, rootkit Trojans, banker Trojans, distributed denial of service Trojan, DDoS Trojan, downloader Trojans. These are few types of Trojan horses. You may prevent your computer from Trojan horses. Please don't download or install software from an unknown resource. Never open an attachment from an email you don't know. Keep your all software up to date with latest patches. Make sure a Trojan antivirus is installed. Okay. come to spam. What are spam? It is a kind of unwanted, unsolicited digital communication that gets sent out in a bulk through email. Spam messages comes to your phone or through email. You may there is a way to prevent from spam. Please don't give out or post your email addresses publicly. Think before opening an attachment or opening an email. Do not reply, never reply to spam messages. Download spam filtering tools and use antivirus software. Come to cookies. Cookies are small pieces of data, like username and password that are exchanged between user's computer and a web server to identify specific users and improve their browsing experience. Shopping sites uses cookies to track items users previously viewed or purchased, allowing the sites to suggest other goods that they might like. So cookies are not malicious. It cannot infect computers with viruses or other malware, but some cyber attacks can hijack cookies and therefore browsing sessions. And please beware with third-party cookies, because they let advertisers or analytics company track an individual's browsing history across the web on any site that contain their ads. Cookies themselves are not harmful. See, whenever you are about to purchase some a jacket for yourself in a Flipkart site or any shopping site. So you are going to Amazon or Flipkart site and look for some jackets views. Okay, this is today's story. Now on the next day, say you are opening your Facebook account, you will see some jackets advertisement will be shown to you. Okay, how can the Facebook knows about our browsing history yesterday? Isn't it? So it will be amazing. So this is actually the via the third party cookies. The third party cookies just advertise your browsing history to analytic companies. Okay. We must install firewall in our system. Firewalls are software programs or hardware devices that filter and examine the information coming through internet connections. The firewalls may be attached to your network operating system in various layers. For example, in packet layer or in circuit level or in application layer or in proxy server. Everywhere you can install a software or hardware firewall. Okay. Now, what type of attacks firewall protects against? The attacks names are backdoor access, remote login hijacking, email abuse, and source routing. Okay, so these are some of the threats that we have to very much concern about our computer and network. So for today this much is enough. Next day we will suggest some HTTP security protocols. Okay, thank you very much for today.